Yo, YouTube, we are back again with another video for you guys, and this time we are talking about BR. Now I'm talking about some Battle Royale, baby. This is by far the most played game mode that I play, and I think I know quite a bit about it. I actually have gone 12-0 once already, and last year I actually went 12-0 19 times. So I do know a little bit what I'm talking about. We're going to cover everything for you guys, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. If you guys do, please leave that like, please subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Let's go. All right, so if you guys don't know what BR is, let me show you guys how to get there. We're gonna go tab over R1. We're gonna go to online modes, go to Battle Royale. So in Battle Royale, there is a 1,500 sub entry fee, so just keep that in mind, as you will have to pay to get into Battle Royale. So in Battle Royale, you actually draft a 26-man team. You try to get as many wins as you can, which you try to go 12-0, and then you get all these rewards. So if you're looking at what we got on the screen right now, you get a guaranteed show pack every time you enter, so that's always a guaranteed pack you get. At 3 wins, you get a 75 to 79 overall silver. At 6 wins, you get an 80 to 84 overall gold. At 9 wins, you get an 85 to 89 diamond player. And then at 12 wins, you get 90 plus diamond player. And then if you can go 12-0 and go flawless, you get those big rewards, which we're looking at this picture right here. We've got George Brett, we've got Garrett Anderson, we got Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Schmidt, Tom Taylor. There's a couple more as well. So there are some really good rewards with this Battle Royale. So new to this year, they actually added a Battle Royale program, which was not in past year's games. This is actually the first time I've ever done this. So this is a huge thing for people that can't go 12-0, but you can still go ahead and rack up that 12-0 reward. So if we take a look at the program right here, you have to get, I think it's 100 points, BR points. I don't know what they call them, but you have to get these 100 points, and then you get some nice rewards. Right now, there is a 90 overall reward for Roberto Clemente, which happens to be my favorite player of all time. So I will be getting this reward. But along the way, you get these other, balls and habit packs. You get stubs, and then we get these nice little BR program tiered cards as well. So this is kind of new to this year. We did not get a lot of these cards in past years, but now they're adding in all these really glitchy silver and gold cards that we can use in BR. So it's awesome. And all of these cards tie to some mission that has to go along with the BR program as well. So we're taking a look at some of these silvers right here. We can go ahead and take some of these golds right here, and then they'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again with the same pack. But so we have all these missions. So this year, again, this is the first time they've done a BR program for Battle Royale. So we do have some reputable things, win a game, go 12-0, and win 9+ games. These are all repeatable things which you get rewards for every single time you load into Battle Royale. You go through every run. Now we get into the times where you have to get it either in a single run, or you just tally stats with players. So in this one, you get 40 hits in this here run, 15 extra base hits, 15 Ks, which is kind of crazy. That's always tough to do in Battle Royale because it's on All-Star. But then we get into our stats. So all those cards that we saw earlier have some sort of stats linked to them as well. So Snow, we're hitting a home run. Vogelbeck's another home run. Extra base hit with Peterson, and so on and so forth. So make sure, if you guys can, to draft those cards, because you do get these missions, and it does help you get you done with the BR program a lot quicker. Okay, so that's just a little bit on what BR is, but this time I'm going to go through and tell you guys exactly how we're going to draft a team, what you guys should be looking for, glitchy swings, everything and whatnot within BR. But first, we're actually going to go ahead. My man Scuffy, you guys do not know what Scuffy is. He is a great content creator. He said, you can use this little, he has a little reference chart for each card that's actually really glitchy for bronzes and silvers. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on the screen right now. Okay, so people always ask me, hey Ray, how do you decide who you're gonna pick in these rounds? And with silver and bronze rounds, we want to try to look for these swings that are really glitchy. These cards that have these really quick swings that, they just generate power for whatever reason. So if we're looking at this list, we'll go over some of these cards right here. At catcher, we got Mike Zunino. Great card. Remember, these are all bronze cards as well. We got Danny Jansen. Like, those are all these guys have really good swings. So that's the reason why a lot of these guys actually play way above their attributes and what they actually show on their cards. At first base, again, Miguel Sano, probably one of the glitchiest BR cards that there is at all. Bobby Delbeck as well. Ryan McMahon is super insane as well. At second base, we got Keston Herrera. He's got that glitched out power. Rudy Odor is another huge one for me personally. One of my favorite bronzes from last year. Returns again at second base. We have third base. We've got Evan Rios, Austin Riley, Travis Shaw, Jimer. Those cards are all great as well. At shortstop, one of my favorite cards, again, Freddie Galvis. He is a switch hitting shortstop. Attributes are not crazy, but I will say his swing is amazing. He plays way above that. We got Willie Castro, Nico Goodrum. All these cards are super, super good. In left field, we got Andrew Jones, Kyle Schwarber, Chris Davis. I mean, all those guys right there have great swings, and they generate a lot of power. In center field, we got Jake Cave, Jake Merzick, Danny Santana, some good cards as well. Right field, we got Jorge Soler, and this is right after the roster update, so these cards might be a little bit different than what you guys saw in the beginning of the game, because, you know, every 2 weeks we do have roster updates, so this will change as you go along as well, so just make mental note of that. And make sure you follow Scuffy on Twitter at Scuffy McGee TV, because he will make these every time that there's like a new roster update as well. Make sure you guys follow him on Twitch as well. But right field, Jorge Soler is probably like him and Miguel Sano are probably one of the two glitchiest cards in this game, especially in BR. They just generate a lot of power with their swing. They have a bunch of power, and they hit nukes. They hit absolute moonshots every single time. We got Dylan Carlson, Aquino as well. You know, some very, very good cards for bronzes. And then we have some relievers as well. We got Cody Hewer, or Hauer, however you say his name. We got Bruce-Dar. Bruce-Dar's a really great one. We got Adam Ottavino, another great card, in my opinion. Emmanuel Clase, our Clase, very good card too. Then we go to our lefty relievers. I think Shay's probably the glitchiest left-handed reliever. He throws so hard. It's always hard to pick up on his windup, and he just throws so hard. Oliver Perez, another great one. AJ Minter was one of my favorite ones from last year, but again, this is just the bronze tier list right here. Very good cards. You know, you love to see all these cards in your draft. You can get them. Now we're gonna go over the silver cards. So here are all the silver cards. Again, there's not a tier list for the golds or diamonds, because it's more, I mean, those cards, they're gonna be good anyways, but these are the cards we really want to focus on when we're trying to draft the team. So at catcher, we got Chirinos. It's the Chirinos from the BR program, which, you know, looks absolutely amazing. Gary Sanchez is always super nuts. That Mike Zeno card again is from the BR program. At first base, Logan Morrison finally back in the game again with that break. I think it was a breakout card with the Rays. Really good card. Jared Walsh, Edwin, Trey Mancini is another one of my favorites. At second base, Mike Moustakas, I'm telling you guys, might be the best BR card ever. I don't know why. His swing is amazing. He is just very good. I love using this card. It is amazing. Jonathan Scope is another one. Gleyber Torres actually just got booted down. His fielding is terrible, but he can always hit well. At third base, we got Yoan Moncada, really one of my favorite cards, switch hitting card, which is amazing. Suarez is really good too. Kyle Seager he's playing way above his attributes right now, so I mean, he gets a ton of inside edge, so he's playing way above it too. At shortstop, Alberto Mondesi. Now, this is what I actually have as my cap swing too. Probably my favorite swing in the game, and he generates a lot of power. I'm batting over 600 with him. I mean, he's insane. He is such a glitchy card. I think he's the definition of being a glitchy card, because he plays so far above his attributes just because of his swing. It is insane. He's got speed. He's got fielding. I mean, always take him if you got a shot. Tommy Edmonds, another great one. Paul DeJong, again, another great one. Left field, Dom Smith. Jesse Winker's another great one too. Center field, always love Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks has a really good swing. Ian Happ, I think, actually just got bumped down to a bronze, if I remember right. So he might not be in the silver tier, but he's a very good outfielder. Kyle Lewis. Mark Canha is insane as well. Right field, we got Anthony Santander. Crazy card, switch hitter, great, plays way above his attributes. Hunter Renfroe, Franmil, crazy cards. Let's go ahead and get into his relievers really quick. We got JB Wendelken, crazy. Blake Trinan is probably my favorite silver reliever right now. I can dot up every pitch with him. Really awesome. Darren O'Day, if you guys know about me, you guys know Darren O'Day tips every pitch, so do not take him. But if the person doesn't know what they're doing, then you can take him. I also love Emilio Pagan. Has always been one of my favorites as well, so very good list right there. And then we'll go to the lefty relievers. We've got Aaron Bummer, Zach Britton, Jake Diekman, Aroldis Chapman, Jose Alvarado. Those five are exactly what you want on your bullpen. Those cards are amazing. If you can get those cards, please get them, because lefty relievers are at a premium in this game. Just make sure you can get some in your bullpen. All right, now here comes the fun part. We finally get to draft our team and put together the best team possible. Hopefully, get a good draft this time. Let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, we're always going to get a diamond overall player right away. That's always going to be the first pick. Not bad picks right here. For me personally, I'm going to go ahead and go with David Ortiz. I like using him. He's got a really good swing. We're going to go ahead and take him at first base. All right, we got back-to-back diamond rounds, which doesn't always happen, but sometimes it can. Just remember, when we're going through this draft, is you do not want to take diamond starting pitchers, diamond, gold, or usually silver starting pitchers, because they're only going to throw to 3 batters. we want to use a lot of our good pitchers on our bullpen. And this year they added actually 8 bullpen spots. So you really don't need to draft any good starting pitchers. Just keep that in mind. Never take a diamond starter. Please don't ever do it. We're going to take a look at these cards right here. We got Jordan. I like Jordan. Don't get me wrong. I don't like his fielding though. Usually I'm looking at a team, I like to try to get good hitting and good fielding. And for that matter here, I'm going to go ahead and take Adley Rutschman. Great fielding, and catcher is a very premium position as well. Okay, next up we have a silver round. So like I said, you can take some silver starters if you want to. At this point, we don't really need to do that. Andrew Handy's not really a glitchy silver at all. We do like to get left-handed relievers in our bullpen. I know Jake McGee is playing down a little bit, but he is still a very good bullpen guy. So we're going to go ahead and take him with our 3rd pick here. Okay, so in the bronze rounds, again, you guys, bronze and silvers, we want to make sure we're trying to look for those glitchy cards. In this sense, there are none right here. So we're going to go ahead and take our starting pitcher. Looks like we have another bronze round. Again, there's nobody really crazy. Charlie Kluberson, pretty decent. But we want to get a pretty good shortstop, so I would not worry about taking Charlie Kluberson there. We're going to go ahead and take Dakota Hudson, and Dakota does have a sinker. So if we do want to throw him, which we don't have to, we can always put him in there at starting pitcher. Really, the only thing guaranteed is getting a diamond in the first round. Other than that, it'll be completely random. Again, you know, nobody really crazy. Starling Castro has a pretty good swing, but we're going to go ahead and take Carlos Martinez right here. Looks like we got another silver round. Again, like I said, silver left-handed relievers are at a premium. I like what Will Smith's got right there. Patrick Corbin's playing super far down today. Again, you guys make sure inside edge will always play a factor into this as well. We've got Marcus Semien, who I actually love, and I bat 60% with him. I got 6 hits, 9 plate appearances. I'm going to go ahead and take him, and he's playing way up today. Okay, and look at this. We finally have one of our first glitchy players, Anthony Santander. This card is insane. I'm batting 500 with him and 32 plate appearances. He is a switch hitting right fielder. Dude is insane. Make sure you always take him if you have a chance. Okay, it looks like they gave us another silver round right here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these cards. We got Eduardo Escobar actually playing way up against lefties. Another switch hitter too. That's not bad at all. We got Sandy Alcantara again. He's got that sinker. We want you to look for that sinker cutter meta. You guys want to make sure you get those for your pitchers. He's got the nice sinker. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Eduardo right here just because he's playing so far above his attributes, and he's actually pretty decent at fielding. Okay, again, we got another glitchy player. Look at this. We got Ian Happ right here playing way above his attributes. One thing I do not love about Ian Happ is that he's a center fielder. That's his primary position. His fielding is not very good, right? I don't like having him center. So one thing about him is that he's got 2 infield positions as well. He's got second base and third base. So if I want to, I can go ahead and throw him in one of those positions and hopefully get a better center fielder there. Looks like they have given us a bronze round here. Again, nobody really crazy in this bronze round, so we're going to go ahead and take Brett Anderson. We only need one more spot for our starting rotation, and we get a nice little common round. So with your common rounds, that's what I usually like to try to do, is get one of them at least as a starting pitcher and have one of them as a pinch runner. If you can get some speed, that's really nice. In this situation, Joe Booker would be nice to have as a pinch runner, but we want to go ahead and just get done with the starting pitchers. That way, we are done with them. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay, so we have our next silver round here. Again, one thing that does suck about Gleyber Torres is that he can't field very well. He's got 49 fielding now. His hitting is so good, though. Looking at, I'm batting 500 with him. I guess I only have 2 play appearances, but in past years, he's been really good. Matt Barnes is always a decent reliever to use. If you are using pinpoint, splitters are pretty tough to throw. So if you're not good at that, you know, if you don't want to use pinpoint, that's fine. You don't have to worry about it. But if you are using pinpoint, keep that in mind. In this, Clint Frazier, he's usually a guy that has a pretty good swing as well. I'm not going to take him. I'm going to go ahead and take Gleyber here. I don't love him at second base, but we're going to go ahead and take him. Let's go. All right. Again, we have one of my favorite relievers in this game, Blake Trinan. This man, I have a 2.55 ERA in 35 innings pitched. This man has that cutter sinker meta, which you really want to take. We will go ahead and take Blake Trinan here. They are literally setting us up here. They're giving us one of the best drafts. We got Jose Alvarado, again, sinker cutter meta. We got Aaron Bummer as well, again, with the sinker cutter meta. I love Aaron Bummer. I know they are both playing down technically right now, but still, they are very good cards. Go ahead and take Aaron Bummer here. All right, again, we have another glitchy left fielder. Nice little bronze card from Chris Davis. This card is absolutely nuts. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is one of the better cards, one of the better bronze cards you can get. His defense does suck. That's the only thing. So if we can get a better, a better defender out there, that'd be nice. And maybe have him off the bench. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take him and put him at left field. Okay, they've given us another bronze round. I think right here, we're going to go with Jose Marmoleos. He is playing down against righties, but he does have a really good swing. So we're going to go ahead and take him, have a nice little lefty bat off the bench. Again, we have another bronze round, and Nick Senzel is playing way out of his mind right now. He can play literally any position, and he's got a lot of speed. We're going to go ahead and take him with this draft pick. All right, looks like they've given us our first gold round, and man, I tell you what, they gave us Rob Dibble. If you guys remember from last year, literally crazy good card. They actually gave me a rookie card, same pitching repertoire, just as good. I mean, it is an 84 gold, but man, he is very good. We're going to go ahead and take him with this pick. Okay, we have another bronze round, and right here, we're going to be looking at Jackie Bradley Jr. Jackie Bradley Jr. has a very good swing. Obviously, he is very good at fielding. So, if I get down to it, I might put him for Chris Davis, but also I'm going to have him off the bench and come in late situations as well. So, Jackie Bradley Jr. will be our choice right here. Okay, so looking at this round, we have not a really great righty off the bench yet to hit, to counteract the left-handed reliever that comes in. So we're going to look at Ryan McBroom right here. He is very good against lefties, and he's actually playing up a little bit against righties too. So we're going to go ahead and take Ryan McBroom with this bronze round. Okay, they have given us our second gold round right here. So one thing I want to preface here is I kind of messed up a little bit. We only have one more bench spot left, and we do have one common left, which I really want to use as a bench spot, but they have given us a couple of really good cards to hit with. Our gold round is not amazing. It is Ryan Presley. He's got a fastball, a sweeping curve, and a slider. I don't love that at all. It is good that we do have 8 bullpen spots again, so we can hide a common in there. Again, it kind of sucks that we have to do that, but with this pick, I am so good with Adam Dunn. It is literally insane. I love this card. We're going to go ahead and go with him with this pick. Okay, now that our whole team is drafted, we got to go ahead and go to our bullpen now. We got to try to get some really good picks right here. Again, nobody really crazy right here. I have used this Lewis. I think it's Gil or Jill. If I'm wrong, I apologize for that. He does throw 100 miles an hour. We're going to go ahead and take him with this pick. All right, they gave us a really good lefty round right here. We're going to go ahead and go with Zach Britton, one of the best lefties you can take. He's got that sinker, and that thing moves like crazy. We're going to go ahead and take Zach Britton right here. Again, this part is a little bit unfortunate. I did not want to have a comment in the bullpen, and just kind of how it played out. Whenever I do these videos, I always somehow get stuck with like a comment in the bullpen or a gold starter. I don't know why. But we're going to have to go ahead and take a common bullpen guy right here. We want to take a look at their pitch types, just to see what they have, because you guys know, again, sinker cutters are the meta. Take a look at Taylor Clark, nothing crazy. We're going to go take a look at Nick Ramirez. So Nick Ramirez does have that cutter, and he does have that sinker as well. So in this sense, he is a lefty as well, which is going to be nice. We're going to go ahead and take him. All right, in our final round right here, of course, they give us another great pick in Brusdar Graterol. This man is insane. He's got that sinker and that four seam that are both, coming in blazing hot. He's got the slider and changeup as well. So that will be Brusdar right there with our last pick. Okay, so now you'll get to this screen, and I see a lot of people new this game. They don't set up their lineup. You guys, when you guys are in Battle Royale, you can set up your lineup. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this lineup right here and how I constructed it. So leading off, we have Anthony Santander. Like I said, I'm very good at this card. I always like to lead off with him because, for whatever reason, I get on base with him a ton, so I love using him. We got Adley Rutschman second, a nice diamond card. I've actually never used him yet, but I know that he is a very, very good card. We got David Ortiz third. So what I try to do with the top of our lineup, we know we're going to be facing probably, a bronze or a silver starting pitcher when you first start off. So within that sense, we want to make sure we get our best guys up because, in that bullpen, they're probably going to have, more so golds and maybe some diamonds as well. So we want to make sure we have our 3 best hitters usually at the top of the lineup to go up there. Usually I try to do the lineup as well too, is try to go lefty, righty, righty, lefty, whatever I can do. In this situation, we have a ton of switch hitters, so it actually plays out really well for us. So I do try. So I know that David Ortiz is, very good against righties. Gleyber Torres is actually playing up, and he actually has some nice power against lefties here, so that's why I have him in the 4 spot. He's got a really good swing. Like again, Adam Dunn, I love his swing. Very good. He's got that major pop. Marcus Semien, again, a very good card that I like to use personally. Ian Happ, he has that really good power, especially today. He's over 100 power. Insane. And then we got Eduardo Escobar as well. A very good swing. And he's a switch hitter. So in this sense, I got a lot of good switch hitters, which I really like. That way, you don't have to play the matchups as much if you have switch hitters. But do keep in mind, you want to have a pretty balanced lineup. make sure that you do have those little, if you have a lefty, you can have a righty after it, or a switcher, and so on and so forth. I know sometimes it gets stuck without being able to do that, but that is a really good thing and a really good way to draft a team. We actually do have a decent bench right here too. We have Jackie Bradley off the bench. We have Chris Davis on the bench. Again, I kind of wanted to start him, but his defense is almost too much of a liability to have out there. So he'll be our first guy off the bench. We've got some good killers against lefties. We got some good killers against righties. So you want to make sure you have at least one or two of those guys that can match up well against a righty or a lefty. And then you want to make sure you have a speed guy, which in this sense, we do have Nick Senzel. He's got the 90 speed, which looks amazing for us. Now looking at our bullpen. I was lucky enough to get 4 righties and 4 lefties. Again, what kind of sucked is that we did take a common, but we can still hide that common with how many relievers we have. We've got Rob Dibble, Lewis Gill, or Jill, however you say his last name. We got Jake McGee, Aaron Bummer, Zach Britton. Those 2 right there are like some of the glitchiest left-handed relievers, so that's awesome. We got them. And then you got Blake Trinan, again, one of my favorite relievers to use. Bruce Dar and then Nick Ramirez. I will probably always start out with Blake Trinan, and then I'll have to, switch off every game because they do get tired. Energy is a thing for pitchers as well in this year's game as it was in last year. So I'll probably start off with Blake Trinan and then work my way around that. We can maybe start Dakota Hudson or Carlos Martinez. I try to avoid that if I can. But again, sometimes you do have to do that with the energy of your bullpen, and you try to save it up for next game, and trying to go 12-0 on these runs. But that is kind of how I draft it. That to me actually ended up being a pretty good draft. It actually was able to showcase a lot of the good cards, a lot of the glitchy cards you guys can get. Once you get into gameplay, make sure you guys are patient. That's a really big thing. Being patient in this game is a very rewarding thing, because the more patient you are, the bigger that PCI gets. The bigger PCI gets, if you get a ball anywhere near it, or if you get a PCI next to a ball anywhere near it, I'm telling you guys, it'll fly, especially when that pitcher is tired and there's no confidence. So that's kind of what I do when I go into BR runs. So that is my full guide on how to go 12-0 in BR. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully you guys are ripping off 12-0s left and right now. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys did enjoy it, please do like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.